So in a previous newsletter, I've actually sent a newsletter. I've actually posted about psychotechnologies in a previous post on Substack, on my Substack.com. And let's see if I can. So it's christyvlad.substack.com. Now, this is the post that I've posted, and I set my notes for mental improvement and other goodies for you. So this is actually based on the Psychitecture Toolkit, which is by Ryan at Designing the Mind. So this is not my original work, but my addition to the work of Ryan from Designing the Mind. And you can actually download my notes. So these notes that I'm actually going to show you here. So these are the notes. Now the background is dark, so you can the notes, when you download the notes, these are actually going to be bright. So the background here is going to be bright. Now, what I want to say is that additionally, these are 8 psychotechnologies or tools that you can use every day, that you should use every day, that I should use every day as well, to actually improve my cognitive capacity. And not only my cognitive capacity, but also my well-being, mental and physical well-being, because it all starts in the mind. So you have mindfulness, you have intrinsic goal design, you have consequence design, you have emotional counteraction, and these are all interesting. So this isn't too visible in dark mode, but if you actually use this, when you download this, is going to be, like I said, it's going to be bright, and you're actually going to see it better. Then you have basic desire modulation. So you have examples of what these all mean. Now, these might be Chinese to you right now, but trust me, if you read the notes, if you read these notes, you're actually going to understand what it's all about. Cognitive desire counteraction and Bayesian revision. Bayesian revision, or Bayesian statistics, is probably one of the best tools, if not the best tools, for anything mind improvement. All right, now the notes that you can download on Substack, on my Substack, are only up to point number 8, but then it was yesterday when I added another one. So it was from a newsletter from Ryan, and this is magnification. And I'm making this video for this magnification because I think this is freaking important. So as we can see here, magnification is the tendency to zoom in on certain generally negative details of an experience of our lives, painting things as worse or more severe than they are. Magnification tends to be paired with a minimization of the many positive aspects of the situation, resulting in a totally warped view of our lives. These warped views are highly problematic, not only because they aren't accurate, but because they can result in feelings of hopelessness that can be compounded and lead to anxiety and depression. So magnification, what is a good example of magnification? Say that you have a YouTube channel. So you have a YouTube channel and you post a video. You have a YouTube channel like me, and you post a video and you've got like 1,000 likes and 100 comments. Most of the comments are positive, but you have one negative comment from a hater, and you're actually focusing on that negative comment, and that actually, so you're basically magnifying that negative comment, and it makes you feel, it gives you negative feelings. It doesn't make you feel good. So this is an example, a clear example of magnification that you probably understand. Now, you have to, so as I say here, use mindfulness to catch it. Whenever, it's mindfulness is the first in the cognitive psychotechnologies here, mindfulness, so you can read it. You can use mindfulness to get yourself in a magnification situation. And I've also said here that the mind has a tendency for magnification because it is evolutionarily advantageable, or it is advantageous from an evolutionary perspective to actually be wary of negative situations because they might save your life. For example, when let's say this this is a stereotypical example that a lot of people give when they bring in the evolutionary motive. They say that you can think of a hunter-gatherer while walking in a forest hearing something in a bush and thinking that it's a tiger or a predatory animal when in fact it was just a bunny. But they would be thinking that's a predatory animal because if that's the case, they would actually be put in an alert state where they could run, hide, or actually do something about it so as they won't get to be the prey of that predatory animal. So that's why the mind has a tendency, that's one of the reasons why the mind has a tendency for negativity. That's also the negativity bias, and also for magnification of the negative details of an experience. So, what do you do when it comes to magnification? What do you do when you catch yourself into the act? Well, like I said, first mindfulness, then the counter, the view from above. Now, as I said here, you become the eagle. Let me use a different color here to exemplify. So you become the eagle and you move above the forest. So when you use magnification, so when you fall into a magnification trap, you actually think of yourself that you're actually inside the forest and you cannot see the forest from the trees. Now, to counteract this, you move above the forest, you zoom out, you take a bird's eye, you become the eagle. So take the bird's eye view, you zoom out, you fly over the forest, you actually see the higher perspective. So in the case of my YouTube hater, the situation or the counter situation, in this case the view from above, would be to actually see the higher perspective, to see the hundreds of comments and the overall 90% positive feedback towards my video, instead of just focusing on that negative situation. And as you can see here, Ryan actually gives an example and talks about Marcus Aurelius. Let's actually read this quote. To see them from above, the thousands of animal herds, the rituals, the voyages on calm or stormy seas, different ways we come into the world, share with one another and leave it. Consider the lives led once by others, long ago, the lives to be led by others after you, the lives led even now in foreign lands. How many people don't even know your name? How many will soon have forgotten? So this is where the perspective gets above. How many will soon have forgotten it? How many offer you praise now and tomorrow, perhaps contempt? So this is an example of magnification. Now, in your daily life, make sure that you catch yourself in the act when you tend towards magnification. Use mindfulness and then use the view from above as a counter or as an antidote to this negative tendency of our human mind. Alrighty.